watching the weekly Wednesday What's Up.
I'm getting high.
On a mountain.
Son of a
Oh, my wiener. You're watching the weekly Wednesday What's Up. My name's Akasan, and this is the section of my channel where I just talk about everything that has happened in my life within 1 week or so. Yes, we are going on week 3 of Akasan on a reaction break. Definitely a big part of my channel and such. And it's very interesting because I will tell you right offhand. Last Friday, I actually did do a reaction because it was like a surprise thing. I got this email, or I got a message from my friend like at 4 a.m. in the morning, and he was just saying, "Have you done a Have you seen the big news or whatever?" And I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like, he was like, "Dude, do not go online yet. Like, get your camera ready. Get ready for this is gonna be a really good reaction." And I got really excited and shit, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is crazy!" So I actually recorded this reaction with my phone. Because by the time I was ready to like record, like I couldn't do it at within the studio here. It was all set up, like I just did it off of my phone and my iPad, and and I was so like, maybe one day I'm gonna release it. I don't know. Like, it's on my backup channel, unlisted, and the only way you can get the link is via my Twitter account. Maybe I'll put the link in the description if you guys are interested in it. But basically, it ended up being like, it ended up being a reaction for the not the Suicide Squad, for Trinity, for Batfleck, Superman, and Wonder Woman, the Entertainment Weekly set photos, or the movie photos that came out. And I ended up doing like, I didn't even think that's what it was, but I just going through the way he just said, look, it's gonna be everywhere. Everybody's talking about it or whatever. The whole world's reacting to it. And so I was looking around for anything else, and I was just like, what? So, and you can just see the look of anticipation in my face go from super hyped to just super disappointed afterwards. And so I decided not to actually upload this reaction last Friday to the main channel, or even make it available on the like easily to follow, because I was just like, nah, like I got enough. Like, I was talking with my friend about it. He's like, look, well, it's called honest reactions for a reason. I'm just like, yeah, but even there's certain things that it's just not even worth me putting up, because it wouldn't really garner enough. Like, there's no how can I say, like, Batman vs Superman trailer, even though I didn't really enjoy it fully, or didn't get super hyped or whatever, and it's still, I knew it was still gonna bring people in and bring people to be like, oh shit, okay, there's a dude like that isn't fucking hyped over this shit. Whereas the set photos, it's just, if I upload it, it just looks like someone wanted to make a video to complain or something like that. You know what I mean? I kind of like that, and especially set photos in general. Like, movies and trailers are presented a certain way, but pictures can tell 1,000 stories, or 1,000 words. So it's all up to interpretation, the way people really see it. And I just I knew and I felt that just putting it up on the main channel, especially while I was supposed to be away, it was just gonna cause more shit. Like, even my first impressions of the Suicide Squad, that situation people were getting bitchy about that, especially just fanboys that are just like, what the fuck, how come you're not as hyped as I can be? Why aren't you feeling hyped? Get excited about it. And it was like, the more and more I just thought of that video, and I was just like, nah man, like it's just gonna make me, it's going to make me like, now thinking about, like, even the other day I was like, okay, well, I didn't like the set photos, I don't like anything coming out of Batman versus Superman, I don't like that costume, all that shit going on. Even now I'm still just like, well, there could still be a sliver of hope that it's going to be a good movie when the movie comes out. But if I put up that video, then the more I get all the hate comments a lot. And that, like I said in my other video about be a better fan, that's the kind of shit that actually turns me off and actually encourages me not to like or to even want to give any more shits about the project at all. You know, like for example, what's one? There's something. Yeah. Well, I mentioned this before about like Android users, the super fans or whatever, is the ones that are always cussing out Apple users or whatever. Like those Android fans, users, the ones that are always doing that, are the ones that actually turn me away from even trying to give Android the benefit of the doubt when a new phone comes out or something. I'm like, I don't want to be part of that type of group if that's what it does to you. So yeah, so that, like, I knew, like even though like it would just be the constant bitching about my reaction to the photos, that I decided, like, that would make me hate the project even more and be like, okay, I just don't want to watch it, I don't want to even see, I'm not even interested in the movie anymore at this point. So it's just better for me just to kind of ignore it. But did I just spend 6 minutes explaining about a video that you guys can't see? So, unless you follow me on Twitter, you find that post last Friday, whatever day that was, on Friday. I posted it just for, so I think it only has like 14 views or something like that. Let me check real quick. Let's see what's going on in the Arkham world, the Arkham Avenue type of deal. By the way, the game is just so good. And somebody commented, Akasan, you're kind of bad at this game. Well, it's a good reason. It's a good thing that I've never stated that I was a gamer, or a good one at that. Okay, 68 views. I'm just looking at this photo. Like, even the thumbnail looks so bad. Like, it's so funny. I was so excited. Get that camera ready. It's time. I don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the video. Let me go search over here. Let me see. Oh. You see that shit? That's funny. Okay. Over there on the other side was my Skype was talking to Danny a little bit earlier. He's back. That's interesting, right? And there's by the way, it's my fault. I take full responsibility for that title, because I remember months ago after the interview that we did or whatever, I told him, like, you know, because he was really depressed about not having a channel and not being able to react anymore, and would wake up, he would see a trailer or something and get ready to react, and then he realized he doesn't have a trailer and a channel anymore. So I just told him, like, you know, I told him, why don't you just come back, like, when you're ready, make a channel where you can just be yourself and not hold back and just be Danny Unchained. And he's like, that sounds stupid. And I was like, no, dude, like, he was like, Unchained, it doesn't make sense. And I was like, dude, Superman Unchained, Django Unchained, like that, right? Like, that's kind of just been like a thing recently with the whole unrestricted, and you just come on, dude, and just say whatever you want and not worry about what other people are thinking, because you're starting from the ground up again, and you don't have to worry about it so much, and it'd be a good way for you to vent as well. So yeah, that's to take responsibility for that one. But the content, I don't like. that's all Danny. That's all up to him and what he wants to put up. And speaking of which, between that and some of the other videos that have been coming out, I have been debating with the constant the death threats and hate comments that I've been getting recently since those other videos have come out regarding Jinx and such, and evidence that has come up about the sub-botting and being caught. You know, I have thought about, because with all the hate comments that like just every fucking day. If you check out my Twitter, like I post them up for fun now, because it's just like, I'm just like, what? Like, I just started laughing at them. Like, the funniest one I saw recently the other day was like, what the fuck was it? Probably someone black. And she was like, yo, man, you're a fucking, like, she said, get your fucking hair fixed or some shit. It was so hard to read, but it made me laugh so much. So I just repost them on Twitter before I take them down. But anyways, it's been really inspiring me to make a video. I'm not sure what type of video yet, because there's some other stuff. There's some other videos, or there's some other evidence that I've gotten privately since that last video I made, and I've always debated, like, if I should come out and mention it or not. And as of late, they're like, shut up, fam. So, yeah, speaking of more evidence and facts about stuff, and it's just like, I'm thinking like, I don't know, because I've really been trying to stay unbiased and really present this to the audience. But like I said, the fucking hate, like, even with that video, I'm trying to be unbiased and really trying to present both sides of the case and really come to a final decision. Even with that, some fucking retarded ass people who probably haven't even watched the video are just fucking like ridiculous comments of like the most ignorant shit, when if they actually paid attention, they've noticed that I was actually really trying to show both sides and really trying to find out when we could come to a conclusion or whatever. But with all that being said, I've just thought like about making another video, certain guests to come on and explain their reasons behind things, and I don't know, like I'm debating about it, or like, because there is a big problem. The bigger issue, and I mentioned this on my Q&A, and this is what goes in through my head a lot, is the fact that, you know, I don't know where I heard this from, but maybe the 300. But what happens when the good people stand by and do nothing like that, right? And I'm not a good person, that's for sure. But I am always concerned about this community, or the Reactor community, the J-vlogging community, like I'm a part of as well. And, you know, for those that are familiar, you know, you saw what happened with the Rachel and June, and Canada Jean, like that. So you know about feuds, if you're familiar. For those that that know all about that kind of stuff, how that goes down, are like Unrested and Quick Rhino. So it's very similar, these things, but the only difference here is the fact that, you know, with this situation that's going on, like what a lot of people don't understand is a lot of you know, if something bad is going on, or if there is really some sort of illegal, not illegal, but someone's abusing the system or so, and you got to think about all those up and coming people that are making channels and their shit's basically getting throttled. Essentially, their growth is being throttled because of the fact that with the way algorithms work, and even for my own channel, like, you know, there's plans that I have in mind, like within the next couple months, as a lot of you have known, like moving, you know, relocating to closer to Tokyo, back to Tokyo. If you know, I'm thinking about this with YouTube Tokyo, working with them a lot closer. But you know, with that in mind, with YouTube Tokyo, like, you still need to be like really around, as far as I remember, you need to be around 70,000 subscribers for them to really listen to you about ideas and things like that. And it's just like, you know, if every option you have with algorithms and things like that, the more popular you get, the more exposure you get on the YouTube. It's just kind of the way it works. Like, if you remember Reply Girl. So, you know, and for those that are just up and coming, unless you really have some sort of, well, not even then, the viral videos, those will show, but your actual, as a channel as a whole, doesn't get shared as often unless you're really up there, you know. So, that being said, that's the concern. It's basically, it's like, I hope I kind of explained that well enough. I'm still trying to find the best example of why so many smaller reactors or smaller people doing the same thing are so pissed off about this. Is because you know, it's like the scene from There Will Be Blood. You know, you got the milkshake would be essentially the advertising options, the advertising spots, the recommended videos, things like that. The milkshake would be that, and it would be almost, well, I don't know if in There Will Be Blood, but it was illegal or not. But yeah, it was basically the milkshake was getting sucked up, and there wasn't even a chance to grow. So I think that's the biggest. And so I was debating whether or not I should make another video or do another reactor news with that type of focus on mine, of like, why is it such a big deal? Because I don't think a lot of people, like, I've been noticing, I've seen the shit that I've been seeing the shit that Danny gets on some of his videos, and what was another one? Oh, of course, my video. And you know, it's like, that's, I think, one of the things people don't really realize, that it's like, there was the exposed video. It's like, people are like, what the fuck do you just care? It's just a number, but it's not exactly. It's not just a number. So I've been debating about this one, but at the same time, I've also just been figuring out what's the only other way to, like, get truth. That's the other, because what I said originally in that one video a while back, where I called YouTube and what I thought of, like, getting the plaque, and come to find out after talking to professionals and some analysts about CEOing and all this other stuff, is that, you know, actually YouTube may not even catch it. That's the part that is that. Then that's why it's such a valid service. You know, if something like this was going on, if it, you know, like, that's why it's such a valid service. Like, actually, you know, that, and several people have mentioned this before, that I don't know how true it is, but PewDiePie uses sub bots and things like that, and that's one of the reasons. Like, somebody said, oh, it's actually encouraged for YouTubers to do it. So that there's kind of that concern. So after what I said in that first video, that one video I made, and then where it's going now, so I don't know, that's something I've just been thinking about a lot, recently daily, because of all the shit with the new videos and the evidence and all that's come out, and all the more hate comments that have stirred up more on my channel and such. Like, somebody was like, when I said see you later YouTube, they were like, oh, you're leaving? Good. Maybe next time you'll stay out of other people's channels. And I was like, oh, Like, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's only temporary. I'll be back. Anyways, let me know. I guess since this is one of the more least popular videos, or I actually getting more popular every week, but it's basically the real people will sit through 20-minute videos of me talking and shit. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you want me to start explaining things a little bit more because there's a lot of facts going out there and a lot of stuff being thrown out there, but maybe there needs to be a person or a video that puts everything into better perspective, and I gotta try to make it a very unbiased direction. That's the part that makes time, because there's videos where there's rants and people just recording with their cell phones or whatever and showing images and data and blah 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 and these many views or or this website like that. But to actually make an effective video, it takes time to make a very effective and educational video as well. It takes time and planning and execution, proper timing and editing. And that's something I don't know if I want to spend that much time into, as opposed to, just to search for the truth and things like that. But it's man, especially the other, that reminds me, I need to put this on record now, just in case something happens. Let me check. 2 days ago, okay? 2 days ago, maybe I should be, I need to put this down as evidence for you guys, because just in case, I can't tell you exactly what I got, but, let me check. Okay. 2 days ago, July 6th, at I'm just giving you guys the information now because I don't want to get okay, I can't find the time right now, but alright, just say 2 days ago, okay, 2 days ago, July 6th, 2015, right? We're in 2015. I got an email 2 days ago with some pretty vital information, and I responded to this email because I was curious about this situation, and I just want to let you know that I haven't heard back from this person yet, but basically, yeah, I guess that's it. That's all I can really say at this moment, is the fact that I got an email 2 days ago, but the only thing I'm concerned about is because of the fact that it's been 2 days and I have heard no replies. It's a pretty sensitive issue. I started to worry that I might have been set up for getting blackmailed or something like that, to try and be exposed as to whatever, with whoever sent me that email. So I'm just telling you guys this now, that 2 days ago, July 6th, I got an email. So if you ever see anything pop up online or whatever that makes it look like it was modified, or to show that I was interested in doing something scrupulous or whatever, no, I was actually investigating. There's a reason why I replied back, because I wanted to actually get some more information. So if that day ever comes, guys, just remember 2 days ago, July 6th, I did get an email. I replied back the same day, and if something ever comes out, I'm letting you guys know right now that that's my only concern in the way, because after I talked to some people about it, that email that I got, and they were like, that I didn't really think about it at the time, but they were like, damn, you should have made a proxy, or let someone else, but it just wouldn't have worked out. Basically, I had to make myself the bait, so to speak, because, so anyways, just to let you know, that's what's going on that side. If you ever see somebody accusing me that I was trying to do something interesting, or pot calling the kettle black like that, I'll let you. I'll release that documentation. Yeah. Anyways, what else, guys? Speaking of which, damn, we're already at 24 minutes, but it's been a while. I will, in all likelihood, I'm probably gonna be coming back to doing reactions. I was aiming for tonight, but with the chiropractor, like I went to the chiropractor earlier today, and I got adjusted, and something wrong with my back. It's slipping like really bad. Like I can't even bend over sometimes when playing with the kids, which is really bad. Like when I'm trying to pick up cards. So now when the flashcards are on the floor, there's a certain game I play. I'm like, okay, clean up time, and I make them clean it up because I can't bend over anymore. And like I'm like fucking, like the other day I was fucking and shit, and like fucking disc slipped. Like it was like I was like an old fucking man. It was like I heard something pop, and I'm like, God damn it, I just got this adjusted. So frustrating. I don't know why it's so bad. It's always when I wake up to the day after the adjustment, like something like that. My bed is like almost $1,000. No, actually not that expensive. It's like $500, and it's like that Tempur-Pedic shit. But I think I'm gonna have to go spring for a spring bed next time, because I think that supports my weight better. Or like, I don't know, I think my butt is curved too much, so it's actually strain on my back, because the Tempur-Pedic doesn't really ease in as well as it should. So maybe with a spring bed, like I can sink in a little bit better. Does this all make sense, what I'm saying? I don't know. I got a big ass. 26,000 subscribers. No, wait, no, 25. I don't know, something like that. There's something I was gonna. I'm gonna make a different video on that one. But it's definitely an important number for me. I think I mentioned this last week, was like, because for me it's like a quarter of the way to the goal that I'm achieving, or trying to achieve. And by the way, speaking of which, I was gonna say, money wise, you know, it's very interesting. I don't know exactly how this works, but so I check when you sign in and you see your analytics and everything, they always give you a number range, right? And like the shit, like actually shit went crazy up when I left. And it's not to say that's not to say that when I left the people were checking out my channel more, but what it really was, because then now as I finished the game, and I'm about to or finish the main point of the game, Arkham Knight, and I'm about to come back, getting ready to come back and do more of my easier videos that get quicker views and such, the reactions. God damn it, there's a fly or a gnat or some shit. The money's starting to go back down, or going down. Like it went up, like I'd say went like $100 difference within the last 2 weeks now. So it went, and it was shooting up. I was like, oh shit, like, you know, like it was crazy, but now it's starting to go back down. Still higher than it was, but it's still like there was a peak. But I realized it was all the E3 videos. It was specifically speaking the Final Fantasy Advent Children reaction, some other videos, but it was basically all the E3 stuff. There was one Vine video that luckily he knew he fucked up. That's been a really popular video. So, and luckily the monetization wasn't taken away like all the other fucking Vine videos. Like they're not even popular, but they still get taken away. Are claimed by somebody was telling me they're like dummy corporations. Speaking of which, my Avengers teaser trailer video the monetization was taken away from that one, and I've been very curious about it because I looked it up and I'm like, who the fuck is this artist? Like, it wasn't taken away from Marvel, so I'm very curious about that one. My copyright strike was the counter notification. Maybe I'll make another video. I'll make a video about that, but or just tell you here. But today I got an email in Japanese, but basically it was lifted. So now I can go back to live streaming, which means I'll probably be doing the Daredevil live streams this Monday my time, Sunday United States time, and I'll do the Daredevil live stream. You won't be able to see the TV so well, but at least it'll just be like boom, like I'll be able to do a block, like a marathon sort of binge. You watch them all and then edit them up later, like that. There was something else I was gonna say. 25,000 subscribers, something like that. I'll make another video about that later. Kind of like a roll call type of deal. Anything else particular? Oh, I've been wondering about that Arkham Knight Batman Akasan Bat Signal t-shirt. I know, like, I have t-shirts. I think I told you guys that I actually do have t-shirts on Spreadshirt.com already. If you go to Spreadshirt.com, search Akasan. Those shirts are up there. Not the Batman one, but my actual YouTube shirts. Nobody's bought any, as far as I know, which is kind of sad, but because I want to make some money. I want to make some money off those shirts, off that site, so that I can actually buy those shirts myself. Like, the way it works is I can't like make shirts. Like, I wanted to check the quality of those shirts or whatever, and I wanted to see how good they were and order them, but the way, like, I don't have a Japanese credit card, or I don't have a credit card at all, and I don't have any money in my US PayPal account, so I can't send any money. Basically, I can't buy anything from America, if that makes sense. Or I don't have any US money available right now, and I don't want to pay $30 to send $50 to buy something. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I don't spend enough. Like, if I'm gonna pay like $30-something to wire money to, I don't even know if I can actually. But basically to my PayPal account, that's the only way I could do it. I would want it to make it like $200-something or something like that. You know what I mean? So I really don't even know how I could get money. So basically, the only way that I can actually get money onto my PayPal account is to sell stuff on a store or whatever. And then I basically wanted to do it that way, so I could actually have spending money in the US. So if that makes sense. Living out here is fucking ridiculous. Like, sometimes some of the shit I have to go through. Yeah, I really don't even. If I could get a credit card, a Japanese credit card, I would. But I just thought of something. You know what? I could probably order some of those shirts using a Visa prepaid the stuff basically the same way I buy I buy stuff from I buy my PlayStation, my PSN gift cards and things like that, or Amazon gift cards. I could just do it maybe that way, buy like these prepaid Visa cards from the convenience store and buy a few shirts like that. Maybe I might do that, but it might be expensive though, those shirts. Yeah. I wish there was, seriously guys, I wish there was another way. I know, I talked to Cooley about the way they do their Subtle shirts, and like, the cheapest way to do it is to actually have some stock. And I don't know, like if there's a trustworthy vendor where I could have full access to the account and really see how the orders that were coming in, things like that, that'd be the best. I mean, I worked with someone out of Los Angeles one time for the Dark Knight Rises t-shirts, and that was cool, but the communication was for the most part pretty fine with me, but it would, once the orders died down, I hadn't heard anything about my credits or how much money I have or whatever thing. Like, and I understand too because the orders weren't coming in as much anymore. But I was just like, okay, if someone from YouTube or whatever is really interested to buy my shirt and so there's a problem and nothing ever happens, like I feel bad because it's all me, it's my responsibility, opposed to the shirts that I was doing before was not directly me, but I was overseeing the project. So that's the thing. I just really wanted to make sure I had full control over what's going on. If I buy them from, if I make them all in Japan and I have stock, if I put stock in Japan and I gotta ship them all the time, it's like, I don't know if that's gonna work either. So, you know, yeah. Anything else? Sorry, this one was quite a long video this time around. Batman's been great. I love jumping into Gotham City every night. I'm gonna be so sad when that game. But I mean, I got the season pass, so and Batgirl's coming up soon too. So there's gonna be a lot of good stuff coming up sooner than later. But I love it. In all likelihood, I'll be doing reactions starting tomorrow. Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock now. And after the chiropractor stuff, I'm like so zombified. So if I'm doing like a comeback, I need, you know, one of the other reasons is because I was waiting on someone to, oh, they were doing a guest spot and they had already edited some of it or something like that. And like I've been waiting and like it's been like 3 or 4 days and they just hadn't sent it. But not to say I've been doing other, like I finally got the Daredevil reaction up and some other stuff. So the Arkham stuff, there's a lot of stuff that I can upload there. So that hasn't been not a big reason for the delay. But anyways, tomorrow, yeah, for sure tomorrow I want to make sure when my comeback is like, whoo, not like fucking drugged out and shit. I was on so many like painkillers today, like I had like such a headache. I don't know why. All right, I think I know why, but yeah. Anything else? I know there's always something. Every time I stop recording, I'm like, damn, I should have said this or that or whatever. But at 36 minutes, I think you guys have had enough. Okay, like, share, subscribe, and I will check back with you next week. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.